Hey everyone. Today we're gonna be audio free. My camera won't come up on my computer and I don't really feel like fixing it. So you don't get to see my bed head this morning. Um, Good news from yesterday was we got a couple of victories. In fact, the perfect defense victory over here in A Continental. Really good stuff. Great Fire of London played difficult like I thought it would, as did Diana Ross. David was pretty easy. To me, Rio de Janeiro felt easier, but there's lots of other cities you could say for Copacabana Beach if you didn't know. I also thought Priestley was going to play a little bit easier too, so I guess my keeper of the day was actually not a terrible thought after all. I afterwards I was like, man, does everybody know that? It's very hard sometimes to sort out like things that come up in Quiz Bowl all the time, so everybody just picks them up after a while from things that come up in general trivia. So I think that's the difference there. Anyway, also got a win over in Rundlemania, which I'm running second to the illustrious former champion of LearnedLeague itself, Troy Meyer. We'll see if I can hold up. Anyway, let's go on to match day 8. Today it's Japan's third largest public company after Toyota and Mitsubishi, with wide-ranging operations in mobile and fixed-line telecommunications, internet and technology services, online gaming, and other businesses. What is this corporation? Not primarily a financial services company, despite what might be inferred from its name. Which began in 1981 as a distributor of packaged computer programs. This is interesting. So the financial services company, despite what might be inferred from its name. What are financial services companies called? I assume its name is like partially English, unless I'm crazy. Something with a bank in it. Something with a stock in it. Something with a mutual in it. Something with a fund in it. Something with tax in it. I don't know. Not sure. All right. I'm going to have to come back to that one. 1981 is so recent, too. Like, I mean, it must be something I've heard of. At least I hope so. There's so many things that all these companies do anyway. And I wonder, to what extent any of this stuff has made its way across over here. Like, it's very possible that their online gaming has, but like their, internet services haven't or something. Anyway. No, you're staying home with me, bud. It's Wednesday. All right. Question 2. Different styles of what lively dance in 2/4 meter, which is associated with Bedřich Smetana and is the state dance of Wisconsin, includes Slovenian style or Cleveland style, Chicago honky, Chicago push, and Eastern style. Well, this is the polka, right? I don't think I'm going to have anything better to say. Bedřich Smetana is certainly a Czech composer, I think. Bohemian composer. And I've got to imagine that I'm not going to think of a better answer than polka for that. The Chicago bits make you think of Poland too, which would make sense. So, okay. Episode titles of this drama television series, which featured Kristen Bell as the off-screen titular narrator, were based on the name of a film or novel, e.g. The Wild Brunch, ... Riding in Town Cars with Boys. What is the series? Oh, another thing that's here is the unblairable lightness of being. Blair is a character on, I think maybe even, well, I'm not going to say that. It might be Blake Lively's character. I really don't know because I haven't seen more than a couple episodes. I do know Kristen Bell rather well as a huge Veronica Mars fan. Kind of paid attention, and Assassin's Creed as well. I've followed her career. As a result, I know that she is the narrator for Gossip Girl. I've seen maybe a couple episodes of Gossip Girl back in the day, but I know that one. That's good. I don't know is how well known it is that Kristen Bell was the narrator. Hopefully it's kind of well known, because like I don't want to have to base my points on whether I think someone will have seen it. Uh-oh, it's another one of these. Okay. A pinnacle in the card game of the same name, as well as a bezique in the eponymous game from which pinnacle is derived, is a distinct set of 2 cards. What are the ranks of these 2 cards? Pinnacle. Bezique. Is there anything about these names that make me think? Like I don't know this at all. I've never played Pinnacle. I've definitely never played Bezique. I don't know. Bezique. Queen and Jack, maybe? I don't have any good reason to say either of these. That's just what we're going to go with. I don't know. I feel like it's more likely they'd be, maybe it's King, Queen. I feel like it's been, that's just the default guess. I feel like it's more likely to be face cards than numbers, but that may be wrong too. I guess that I could spend time brushing up on these like oldish, card games in order to get questions right. Because he's also asked about cribbage, and I don't think I knew that answer. He asked about Bowers and euchre, I think last season or something, and I did know that one, fortunately. But yeah, I mean, this is something Thorsten seems to like to ask about, but it's not something where I have exhaustive game rules knowledge at all. Anyway. The USS Saint-Lô, a U.S. Navy escort carrier lost during the Battle of Leyte Gulf in October 1944, is most remembered today as the first major warship to have what distinction? Okay. Well, is it the first nuclear ship? Would we have had nuclear power? I doubt it's the first radar-fitted ship. I would have thought they would have fitted everything with those as soon as they had it. I'm really not sure. This is one of these like Navy-specific things that I'm not 100% sure about. I'm going to go with nuclear power. I know we had nuclear power carriers pretty soon after World War II, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Also known as longfin, it is the only species that U.S. law legally permits to be marketed as white meat tuna. What is the most common name for this member of the tuna family? A name used on products sold by Starkiss, Bumblebee, Chicken of the Sea, and other brands. White meat tuna, I would think, has got to be your albacore, right? Because it's the whitest I can think of. Skipjack's kind of brown, whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to go with albacore here. And I cannot think of a company for this to be. Coin, cash, check something. Stock, fund, money. Avoided the word money here. I just don't have anything to say. Financial services. Fidelity. Look, are there any Vanguard, Magellan? I'm trying to think if there's anything that's going to Prudential, American financial services companies that are going to make me, that are going to trigger this. I just don't have anything here. Okay. Please tell me that my opponents are not good at business econ. All right. I'm just giving them both 3s on that one. I feel like this is packaged computer program. I mean, Japan? Kyocera? It doesn't sound like is that Korean anyway? Yeah, I just don't think anything's coming here. All right. Inclined to give 1s on Polka. So Jeff King is my opponent. He knows some stuff. Really good on like your history. Quite good on your lit, and you know, I consider him to be maybe slightly more academic than Pop. I know he's trying to watch a ton of movies, or if there were movie questions. I know he's not too old. I'm going to wager he's never played Pinnacle. It's entirely possible that he has. Going to give him a 1 on this question. Name a kind of tuna. Is albacore? That feels like it's going to be easy for everybody. Yeah, I just feel like that's... All right. How are people's TV? He's good at TV. So he gets a 1 there. Maybe a 2 here if this is something else. And then series. How's he at TV? Not super good. Still 57%. I feel like he's likely to know that. Maybe I'll stick a 2 on that. Although, I don't know. 1 and 2 on Gossip Girl. I feel it's entirely possible he's never seen an episode of Gossip Girl and doesn't care about it. Lucy, you want more? Okay. Well, I'll get you some more in just a minute, okay? All right, this is what we got. Okay, you've brought me the Cheerios so that I can pour them for you. I see. Cheerios. All right, there you go, sweetie. No, I got it. It's good. You can just go eat and enjoy. 2-year-olds want their Cheerios, man. All right. Man, am I gonna get 3? Am I gonna get 2? I think I got 3. Yeah. Okay. Hit submit. SoftBank. No, never heard of it. I mean, those were both, I think, words that entered my mind. You're welcome, Lucy. Those are both words that entered my mind, but I never heard of it. I bet most of these people haven't heard of it. Polka's good. Gossip Girl's good. Queen and Jack. Did I have that written down? What a beating. Somebody who knows Pinnacle is going to be like, no. That's okay. Oh, the first major warship sunk by a kamikaze. All right. First nuclear-powered warship. Seems late for the first kamikaze sinking, because didn't they? I mean, maybe they just damaged us a lot with kamikazes. Nuclear marine propulsion history. Okay. First nuclear submarine, 55. Enterprise, 1961 was retrofitted. Okay. I was off, which is fine. And we have albacore. So I got 3 of these guys. It was a pretty tough day, kind of an odd day. I guess, you know, after looking at these, maybe the keeper of the day is that, yeah, I guess we'll go with the state dance of Wisconsin and is associated with Chicago is the polka. All right. None of these quite rise to that level. So anyway, everyone, have a really good day.